What is at stake here in this election is whether or not it is possible to hold a politician accountable in our democracy in Hawaii ever again.
Exactly.
The question for us in this election is whether or not a politician like Kirk Caldwell can go before the people and promise to build rail on time and on budget, to promise rail being fully paid for, to promise that he'll build rail better, promise to create 10,000 local jobs, and then break every single one of those promises and still get reelected. The question is whether or not you can have a mayor who goes out and takes a second job for over $250,000 or close to $250,000 a year at a local bank while still taking a $165,000 a year job as mayor. Whether or not he can stuff his campaign war chest with close to $800,000 in campaign contributions from rail contractors and still get elected.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yes, and that's just the tip of the iceberg here. And whether the mayor can completely eviscerate the Ethics Commission and get the Ethics Commission director railroaded out of his job because the Ethics Commission director asked the quote-unquote wrong questions about the mayor's fundraising and still get reelected. The question here, Chun, is whether or not we, the people of the city and county of Honolulu, are going to have an accountable democracy or not. What I am fighting for here is those average people, to make sure we have a Honolulu that they respect, that they trust, that a mayor who tackles the issues that they care about, who understands the enormously high cost of living, and holds our public officials accountable, that when you make a promise, you keep that promise, and that when you make a pronouncement, you're straightforward and honest with the people. Chun, this is what this entire election for mayor comes down to. Who do you trust to be our next mayor? The current incumbent, who virtually every single promise he has made, he has broken, or our candidacy in our campaign, where I am very proud of our record, that pretty much everything we forecasted would happen with the city has come to effect. Whether or not we are going to have an honest, ethical government that we trust. This is what this election is all about.
I agree. I totally, like I said, that we have spent, and a few of us have spent 7 years frontline looking through it, and it's very aggravating. It's very aggravating to see the amount of corruption. And I can say I'm not running for office. Amount of corruption and amount of pay to play, and the mayor really catering to just the rich and the powerful.
The powerful and the well-connected.
Yeah.